Hello everyone, good morning. Today I am talking about a project where the sample requirements are related to create a API um, and using a async call and messaging queue Kafka generated the results, dockerize it, and writing some unit tests, functional tests, as well as load testing using the locust. So in this requirement, uh, I I used there are different technology which I used to creating this framework. First of all, Python 3, Kafka for the database, Postgres, containerization. I used Docker Compose and Docker, Carved to create the topics and other things. Also providing the Swagger. And for the performance testing, I used the Locust tool. So this is the based on the Python scripting only. So this full project is based on the Python scripting, and the thing only which is different is the containerization, which is written in the Docker file, which is in the YAML. So coming to the one by one, I already hosted this project in one of my GitHub link, that is the JS Dalal 7 as an assignment. How to run, how to run the locally, how to run on the Docker Compose, each and everything I mentioned in the README file. Now I can elaborate you how we can how I can create these APIs. So first of all, if you can see my package assignment, my folder structure, there is a app. In app there is a main file. So this main file is nothing but a controller. So this is the input for the this is the input for any of the whenever the fast API controller is running, this is the input for this. So where we are using, I made the two endpoint. One is the get endpoint and the post endpoint. The post endpoint is the slash user, where I am creating the users, and the get endpoint is nothing but based on the user ID I am getting the user. So first of all, I can tell you what the post API is doing. So whenever I am doing the post API is actually generating the data inside a DB that's known as the Postgres DB. Here I am using the Postgres DB. So with the help of this Postgres, I also mentioned in my README how to locally you can do the Postgres, how you can set up the Postgres, as well as if you are using a Docker container, then no need to worry, you can directly use the Docker Compose file and just run it. It could be helpful, so that no need to worry about the external systems. For these, if you can see, these are my database file and the saves, where I am using the save and the get. These are the two functions, it means insert as well as get. So these are the first of all is the post endpoint, second endpoint is the get endpoint. Whatever I am just posting is, I can also get this via this one of the endpoint slash user and slash user ID. The beauty of the fast API, using the fast API, is also providing the server, is also providing the Swagger. So if you can if I can tell you to run how to run and how to use this, I already mentioned this thing in the inside the readme. Now coming to the for this as well, I use a async topic, this is Kafka. So whenever something is inserted into the post API, I also send a request to the one of the Kafka topic, it is received or not received. So I can elaborate that thing in one of my demo as well. If you can see, I also raised the check the exception as well. So there is many utility like DB connection, models, and user repository. If you can see, there is some test class as well. So I wrote some unit tests as well as some of the mocking tests as well. So if you can see, these are my unit tests and one of the mocking tests. I can mock the with the help of the fast API mocking dependency, app of dependency, I just mock it as well. So I will show you each and everything via locally, as well as these all are running on the Docker containerization systems as well. So before this to run this, I need to up my I need to up my Kafka local bootstrap, so that I can see if you can I can just use because it is already up and running right now. I just figure it out is it running or not. If you can see, these are the two things over here, Kafka or Kafka and Kafka. This is running. To if you want to run in the locally implicitly, you have to just compose the Kafka compose YAML file, where I already mentioned in my README. If you want to run locally, you just need to up this. And let's suppose if you want to use the Docker compose file, I already integrated the Docker compose file as well. so no need to worry about that thing as well. So this is running, this will be run your Docker containerization systems as well. So now I can demonstrate you how this will look like. Yeah, so if you can see, I was in the another things, so I can directly hit the API, and the main fundamental thing is, this is the Swagger, correct? So this Swagger, it is already it is available. So let's suppose we are creating one of the user, I can try it out. So as well as just monitor the logs as well. So there is nothing. Let's suppose I can use the ID 4, nom is a John, something New York, and the email is something john@gmail.com, and I just execute it. If you can see, I also get the positive response 201 created, another thing. So if you can see, this is also, if you can see the receive message, so message also received on the one of my Kafka topic, that is the delivered to the comp persistent test which I created. So if I want to show you, so this is my Kafka topic name comp persistent test which I created, and if I can see the view messages here, so there is some view messages as well. So whatever the view messages, user ID 4, John, New York, and the email address as well. So with the help of this, I can able to check whenever async API as well. Whenever I can just create it, it can also send to the one of the Kafka server as well. So this is the post endpoint, correct, which I just showed you. Same thing with the help of this get API. Let's suppose I need to check the get API as well. I also validate the different stuffs as well. So let's suppose I need to try out any of the ID which is not present. Let's suppose the 5 is not present in my DB, so I can execute it, and if you can see, it is saying that the error code 404 when the user ID is not found. And just now we are inputting the ID John as a user ID 4. I can execute it and I can get all the data. If you want to see where is my database, so this is my I created, this is my database. So if you can see, this is my data, and if I can use select star from users, I can see all the data, Jay, John, and Bhavi. This is my 3 data which is available inside my database. And if I can get any of the other data, I can get the 404 not found. So it's also kind of the validation which I also put it inside my APIs. So this is in terms of the API. For this API, what if I can giving the flow structure, then the first of all I told you, this is the main file. For these I need to set something. Whenever I have to create it, I need to use a payload. This payload is come from the one of the you can say that this payload is come from the models. So how I can define the models? Model is defined as the user model, which is the base model, error as well as the response. This is the my actual response model. If you can see, inside this I used I also used the user details as a model, where I need all the data which I fulfill, like something user ID, name, address, and email, which I sent during my post API. Same data I can also get from the get API, and if there is no data, then the error as the response. These are the generic which I made it, so that every time, even if you can see, let's suppose the data is not present, data is present, then error null. If data is not present, then the error true, and the respect to data will come, and status true is coming. So for the timing, let's suppose I can again give one example, again give one showcase to you. Let's suppose status is false, data is null, and error code and message also I get it. So via this I also generate this API in the very generic way. Same whenever the exception is occurred, same exception I can also catch from this exception class, where I can accept it. So now coming to the test class, if you can see, the same whatever I wrote, all the function I wrote also unit test as well. Let's suppose test prod, test read root, then the create user, then the get user not exist. So if you can see this, I can use the for this I can use the PyTest. So if I can see PyTest, so all the test cases running properly. This all 4 test cases are running properly, and it will be also passed. Here I also use the unit test as well as mocking test. So if you can see, I mocked the create new user response, because this is the post API. Instead of post API, I mocked this mock create user response. So instead of calling to the actual response of the API, this is called from the mock create user. And there is some facility which is available in the fast API where I can override it dependency and I can create it. So via this I am able to perform this all operations. So unit test is also working properly, and all. Now coming to the performance test. For the performance test, I mostly use the Gatlin. If you can see, there is a Gatlin is one of the performance test tool, where we need to provide only the host URL, and whatever the data I need to use it, we can use it for this 2 API. Let's go get user and post user. I just use this 2 API and some of the hard coded data. So how this will look like? So this will be look like something cd cd app performance test. And I also mention how you can run these things. So in the readme as well, there is a thing, the command is already available, locust py dot performance dot py. So with the help of this, and if you can see, these are the running on the one of the web interface. So this interface looks like how many users you want to run it, what is the spawn rate. And let's suppose the host, we have the local host 8000. So if you can see, I have the 2 endpoints which I mentioned here in my performance test. So that endpoint is now the /user/2 and the /user. So these are the 2 things where it will generate it, and I just now I can stop it. This will provide the good charts, failures and other thing, what is the response time, what is the number of users, failure, if there any failure exception is occurred. Let's suppose here I can get 422 where there are many requests or something like 4 not 4 because user 2 is not available. Current ratio, if it is the ratio and other thing. And we have also provided the good kind of the reports, download and other thing. This report is nothing but same charts which is downloadable. So I hope this is also useful. Now coming to the point from the containerization system. So for this containerization, I used the Docker file as well as Docker Compose. So if you can see, for this Docker I can use the Ubuntu image as a base image. I just copy all my assignment, work directory is my assignment. I just copy the requirement txt to the assignment txt. Then there is a basic setup which is required for the Python and the installation of all the dependency. This type of dependency, I just install all the dependency. I copy full my project into the assignment app directory. If you can see line number 23, copy app folder, fully app folder, this app folder inside assignment app. Then there is some execute command, whatever the execute command, this command which I am trying to run it, something like, you can see this command unicorn app main.go, same command I am just execute here. For this Docker file, whenever I run via the Docker Compose. So Docker Compose already have some services. So what are my component? The component is an app service. Then I can use a PostgreSQL, where if you can see, I passed all the parameters from this file and inside. So it should be run from the local as well as Docker Compose as well. DBs, then the Kafka, Kafdrop. So these are my setups, and I just use the volume and other thing. So the type of the network also I can set as a bridge, because this is a Docker Compose. So all the services inside the one bridge only. And I hope this you guys understood properly. So the services has the app, build, container name, command and volumes, whatever the environment file name we need to use it. As I told, I use the PostgreSDB. So the username, password and the other stuff as well. Same I used as a same thing I used inside a Kafdrop as well. Kafdrop is basically used for the creating the topics, and it's kind of the GUI which is from the Kafka. Instead of you can instead of doing all the things from the command line, you can directly use from this. So if you can see, this is the Kafdrop, which is very good. And if you can figure it out, I created via the pack. I created via the topic, the name is the com persistent tense, where all this data is given. If you can see here, the received message and message delivered to com persistent test. So this is my topic name which I created. Same as a, and I hope you guys understood, and I already mentioned each and everything inside my readme, where whatever the technology I used it. uh, um, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know, ping me. I can try to help you. Thanks a lot, guys.